one as they host Pittsburgh, but we're going to do a full introduction here in just a minute when we bring in all of our radio listeners. So stay tuned. Ladycats basketball is coming up. Thank you so much, James Terry, over at KSST Radio, located off Interstate 30, right off Fast Food Row. But we are here at the SSHS main gym, and we bring you Ladycats basketball here tonight in what should be a good, fun game hosting Pittsburgh. The Ladycats, your Ladycats, are in 4th place currently in 15-4A, and they host the 5th place team in Pittsburgh. The Ladycats hoping to complete the season sweep tonight over the Lady Pirates, and in doing so, folks, they would clinch a playoff spot. Let me repeat that. If the Ladycats win tonight, they're in, because they would hold a 3-game lead over 5th place Pittsburgh, again, who they host tonight, with just 2 games remaining after the game tonight. So, again, win and they're in. And I'll explain more in detail later about different playoff scenarios for the Ladycats, depending on how things shake out. But again, Ladycats win tonight versus 5th place Pittsburgh, completing the season sweep, and they will be in the postseason. All too excited to bring that game for you tonight, not only for the radio listeners on KSST 1230 AM, but also to our YouTube watchers. Unfortunately, when it comes to playoff time, we won't be able to bring you live stream games, but I will be following that team nonetheless. But the Ladycats are now 3-3 in district play, having won most recently on Tuesday, and more on that to come here soon. But we've got less than 2.5 minutes to go before we get the national anthem and both teams' starting lineups prior to getting the game underway. But I also want to give a quick moment to shout out the Wildcats basketball team, as they are in the midst of an undefeated district season. They are now 4-0, and if they win tonight at Pittsburgh, which same thing with the Ladycats tonight, they stand a very good chance of doing so. They will clinch a undefeated first half of district play. Wow, what a start for Coach Brandon Shaver and his team. You know, you have to imagine when a school moves down from 5A to 4A, they're going to have perhaps a bit of a size advantage, maybe, but more so than anything, they have a lot of hardened experience playing against so many teams last year, like Hallsville, Mount Pleasant, T-High. You know, there wasn't necessarily an off day when it comes to game days. But here in 4A, it's been a bit of a different story. The Ladycats, at least, fell to the top 3 teams in the district, but Wildcats having no such issues as they won big over 3-1 Pleasant Grove on Tuesday. Now, again, they remain the lone undefeated team. But we've got about a minute to go, so I'm going to take a quick break, catch my breath, and we'll be ready to bring it back to you for the national anthem and both teams' starting lineups as Ladycats and their basketball team host Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. Beautiful. Just one. Welcome back here to the main gym. Ladycats basketball getting pretty set to tip off here. Just 17 seconds left to go on the warm-up clock, but both teams headed off now to their respective sides and their benches and their head coaches as we get set for the national anthem. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening to KSST Radio and watching on our YouTube channel, as the Ladycats hope to clinch a playoff spot here tonight if they win versus Pittsburgh. We'll hand it over to the PA now. Stay tuned. Ladycats basketball is coming up.
Our
Wonderful as always to have the PA working for us here. And what an environment he builds. Getting everyone hyped up and ready for Ladycats basketball. And they are here tonight on Friday, January 27th, hosting Pittsburg. The Lady Pirates are 5th place entering tonight at 1-5. Their lone win coming against Pleasant Grove a week ago. The Ladycats have already beaten Pittsburg earlier in the season in their second district contest for both schools, and looking to complete the season sweep here. And if they were to do so, they would clinch a playoff spot. Plenty more on how things might shake out for the Ladycats in terms of playoff positioning. So I'll be discussing that later. For now, we are about set to tip off. Opening tip set to come here. Trinity Jefferson is up there. She does not get it. Instead, it goes to Pittsburg, but looks like we got some kind of violation called. Couldn't quite hear what the call was, but it is a turnover. No foul called. Ladycats will get the first chance on offense for either school, and they'll look to get off to a pretty similar bang as they did the other night. And my word, was it a big bang. They got 19 points in the first quarter and outscored Pleasant Grove 19-3. Wall driving for a layup. No good. Off the side of the rim, the right side closest to us. Pittsburg does get the bound, does get the board. But yes, what a start it was the other night in that win over Pleasant Grove. 19-3 was the first quarter score. And then going into the half, it was even worse. 33-12, a 21-point deficit. But here's a three off the mark, no good. And here's another great chance for the Ladycats in transition. And Trinity Jefferson draws first blood for the Ladycats as Sulphur Springs leads 2-0. My goodness. And we saw a lot of those kinds of plays on Tuesday in that win over Pleasant Grove. I mean, my word, here's a turnover, and it looks like it might have been last touched, yes indeed, by a Lady Hawk. Ladycats keep it short side of the court. But man, did we see a lot of that on Tuesday. So many times Pleasant Grove would try and get the ball to the other side of the court, Ladycats side of the court, and so many times with a trap, I mean, they just really stunted Pleasant Grove and got so many turnovers, and Cody Rowland just knew it. I mean, she was already downhill, ready for the rock, and just laid it up and in. And we just saw a pretty similar play by Trinity Jefferson, but here's Willis down low. No good. Off the glass and rim. Pittsburg now back on offense. They trail 2-0. And great find cross court. Here's a three. No good. Off the mark. However, the Lady Pirates do get the rebound. Try and put a second chance points up. Layup. No good. Here's another chance. Also no good. 3 opportunities, and the Lady Pirates cannot capitalize. So it remains a 2-0 lead for the Ladycats. Pittsburg hoping to rebound from their loss on Tuesday to Paris. Willis down low. She can't get it to go. Rainey tries to get a rebound, but Johnson comes up short. Pittsburg going the other way. Nice defense, forcing her to kick it back out, but they will say it was a cross-court violation, as it was not tipped by a Ladycat going back the other way, and as a result, it is a turnover. Some substitutions for both teams here in the first quarter. We are just over 2 minutes into the opening action, and the Ladycats lead a low-scoring affair here early, 2-0. Sulphur Springs hoping to complete a season sweep of Pittsburg, and in doing so, getting a win here tonight, they would also clinch a playoff spot. Increasingly likely that the Ladycats will be the number 4 seed, but Cody Rowland's three, no good. Kaylee Carter can't get the rebound. Driving is Pittsburg, and great chance at a layup, but off the mark is Bethany Thompson. The 5'8" sophomore can't get it to go. Cody Rowland down low, trying to catch him slipping in transition, but they'll say it was last touched by a Lady Pirate. I kind of figured maybe Rowland was last to touch it, but I'll take it all the same. Ladycats keep it short side of the court. Wall inbounding it. And a high flying pass to Cody Rowland. She can't go. Johnson scruffs it away from a Lady Pirate. Rowland now. With it. Wall driving. Kick back out to Carter for three. And nothing but net on that one. Kaylee Carter from downtown. Ladycats lead now 5-0. And they will call a double dribble. Quick turnover there by Randiana Jeffrey. Kind of a play you'd expect from a sophomore, but they're going to need her to make less of those kinds of turnovers if they will hope to win here today. Pittsburg, if they would win here, would tie the season series. Ladycats won in Pittsburg. Ooh, Rowland with a great drive. She does put it in. But trying to figure out what the call on the court is. It looks like it's against the Ladycats. We'll find out here in just a moment. So they have called a technical on the court. Interesting. And it looks like it'll be against Jeffrey? Yep. And Rowland is good from the line. So they'll say no technical, my apologies. But it is a free throw for Cody Rowland, who gets her first points. And they will call a travel as Pittsburg tries to go fast. But sometimes when you go fast, things get messy. Pittsburgh learned that on that play. Ladycats lead 8-0 as we are now 3 minutes into this first quarter. Great communication between Kinsey Willis and Addison Wall moving the ball down court. Willis's layup no good. Johnson fights for the rebound. She gets it. Her shot's no good. Ladycats do get a rebound. Willis kicks it out to Carter. To Wall. Here's a three. And there it is. Addison Wall from behind the arc. It is an 11-0 Ladycat lead here in the first quarter. Pittsburgh still scoreless, but here's a nice floater. And Jeffrey gets that one to go. First points here for Pittsburgh, and they came almost halfway through this first quarter, but they are starting to press these Ladycats, not wanting to give up an inch. Wall gets it to Rowland, who has no one on her, and puts an easy layup in, as she now has a quick three. She got a free throw on the last possession when she couldn't get her layup to go, but was fouled and swatted away by Carter. Rowland trying to put it back up. Nice bounce pass to Wall. It's up and it's in. And Coach Chatham has to call a timeout as Pittsburgh has given up some quick points in transition, and they trail big here in the first, 15-2. Don't go anywhere. Ladycats basketball will be right back. Ladycats break the huddle. Pittsburgh does the same. They trail big here in the first quarter, 15-2, as the Ladycats have made quick work of the visiting Lady Pirates. Got a number of good shots from Cody Rowland, Addison Wall, not to mention Trinity Jefferson. Once again, full court pressing these Lady Pirates, putting all the onus on them, but there's an easy floater there for Elise Lamel. She gets her first 2 points. Wall now getting a taste of the their own medicine. Johnson taking it past midcourt to Rowland. Not from three, but it is a deep two from Cody Rowland. Nothing but net on that one, as she now has 5 points here in this first quarter. Coach Adam having to call his supporting troops up, as once again the Ladycats are trapping. And once again, an easy layup there for Alicia Lamel. Kaylee Carter gets it, cross-court pass. Now she tries to find an open Ladycat. It's Wall, and it's from deep. No, it's no good. It takes a bounce off the far side of the rim before going up and over the backboard. So, Pittsburgh will be inbounding it here. Lady Pirates moving it around the arch, and it will be a foul called on Cody Rowland for the reach-in. The sophomore, a little too aggressive on defense on that play. But man, what a game she had the other night in that big win over Pleasant Grove. She scored 20 points, a season high, and a career high. She already has 5 here in this first quarter, so she is on pace to match that total here versus Pittsburgh. Here's a good jumper off the glass. No good. Johnson is there. And not as good of a play on defense by Lamel. She made 2 really nice layups when the Ladycats were trapping. But here, an easy reach-in call for this ref. Now 3 team fouls for Pittsburgh. Ladycats with 2. Willis driving, puts it up, and puts it in. Kenzie Willis with her first points here in this game, and the Ladycats now lead 19-6 here in this first quarter. Less than 6 to go, and a reach-in, steal is good. Rowland driving, but wow, what quickness by Jeffrey to come back and get it. Sorry, that was Bree Clark who picked up the foul. Wall will inbound it for Sulphur Springs on the short side of the court. Coach Brian Jones and his team are 20-7 overall, 20-7, now 3-3 in district play. They are 4th and 15 4A behind undefeated North Lamar, coached by former Ladycats head coach Brittany Tisdale. Then second is Liberty Ilo. Third is Paris, your Ladycats, in 4th. Willis tries to get a tough shot to go, but highly contested, no good. Going back the other way are the Lady Pirates. They trail 19-6, but Willis and Johnson pick up quick rebounds. Wall, just as quickly, faces the full court press. Kyra Carter now puts up a deep 2. Johnson gets the rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Rainey Johnson gets her first points. Ladycats leading by 15 now, 21-6. Sulphur Springs. Oh, great steal by Wall. Looking for a Ladycat. Jefferson puts it up. No good. Tough shot there. She had to put it, or at least try to put it over Kylie Posey, who was all over her in the paint. Pittsburgh trying to catch the Ladycats in transition as they were horribly outmanned, but tough shot by Jeffrey. No good. Willis pushing it down court to Carter. Carter, nice pass to Rick Johnson. Oh, the layups, no good. Johnson trying to fight for it, and so are Kyra Carter, but it'll be called jump ball. Ladycats, even though they're leading by 15, with less than a minute to go here in this first quarter, not giving up on a single play. And that is the kind of fight you hope to see, and you love to see, as we're kind of in the home stretch now for these Ladycats. I mean, like I said, 3-3, so 6 games in the books. Tonight here is the 7th. So, you know, not too many games left. And like I said, if the Ladycats win here tonight, they will hold the season sweep over Pittsburgh and be 3 games up over the Lady Pirates with 3 to go. Willis driving for a layup and gets it in. Great job and great play by the senior. It's tipped. Jefferson is there, puts a layup up. Oh, no good. A little too much oomph on that as it banks off the glass. Pittsburgh now back on offense. Less than 15 to go here in this opening quarter. Ladycats leading by 17, 23-6. And Kyra Carter pokes it away, but Pittsburgh does retain it. Here's Lamel for an open look three. It is no good though. And that will do it for the opening quarter here as the Ladycats leading big over Pittsburgh, 23-6. We'll be back with the second quarter of Ladycats basketball in just a moment. Yeah. Oh boy. So it seems like our problems are persisting. I mean, it says we're streaming, but it's also been saying that the last few games. I don't know. We're working off the mobile hotspot, and this high school is a notorious dead zone, so that could be the problem. Well, next game I'll see if I know I have an Ethernet cable long enough where we can plug in right over there, but I was hoping maybe it was just the Magic streaming box. Welcome back here to the main gym of Sulphur Springs High School. Ladycats basketball are leading big over Pittsburgh, 23-6 here in the opening quarter. Kaylee Carter pushing it down court and trying to thread it in the needle to Rainey Johnson. And there were two Lady Pirates in her way. No good. Turnover by the sophomore. And tough pass. Pittsburgh does keep it in bounds. Puts up a three. No good. Rowland is there for the board. Ooh, and quickly she has to get it away to Kaylee Carter. Looking for Johnson down low. Great patience and an even better shot there as she gets the first points here in the second quarter. Johnson now has 4 here in this game. 2 points in the first and a quick 2 here in the second. It's a 19-point lead for Sulphur Springs, 25-6. Turnover by Pittsburgh. Aubrey Chalmers was there, trying to come up with a tough pass, but just out of her reach. It is a turnover on the 5'4" sophomore. Ladycats going back. Ooh, and Nia Yancey almost turns the ball over, but Rowland somehow gets it back, and somehow she fights and dives for it, but it will be called out of bounds on her, I believe. No, the opposite. Out of bounds on Pittsburgh. Cool, I'll take it. Yancey inbounding it. Lead is at 19 points, 25-6. Sulphur Springs leads. Willis, tough shot over 2 Lady Pirates, no good. Pittsburgh all over it. They had 3 bodies in the paint, just crashing the boards. They were ready for that one. Good defense by Coach Brian Jones' team, but here's a 3. No good. Too far, and Willis is there. Rowland is already back. She's going to get a layup, and she will put it in. Cody Rowland. They have something cooking now for this sophomore. As I mentioned earlier, 20 points in the Tuesday blowout win over Pleasant Grove, but she already has 7 here in this game. She got 5 in the first quarter, so she is on pace to match that total here versus the Lady Pirates. With that most recent shot by the sophomore, Ladycats leading by 21, 27-6. And after a quick Pittsburgh turnover, Ladycats going back the other way. Willis inbounds it to Kaylee Carter. Cheatham working down low. She tries to put up a shot. It's a tough one. Yancey does get the rebound, but she almost fumbles it away twice. Cheatham somehow stays in bounds, gets it to Willis. Here's a three, and there it is. Kinsey Willis in her first shot from downtown. She's got 7 here. Tied for a team high with Cody Rowland, both with 7. Rowland fighting for a steal, but it goes straight to a Lady Pirate, and Rowland just a little too aggressive on D there. Will pick up her second. So Rowland now with 2 personal fouls. 3 total here in this first half. 4 for Pittsburgh. Here's an open 3 from the corner. Corner 3 is no good by Pittsburgh. Cheatham gets the board. Kaylee Carter can't get her shot to go. Pittsburgh there for the rebound. And what quickness by Randiana Jeffrey, but her layup can't go. Willis has 2 Ladycats down low. Nia Yancey is there. She can't get it to go. Cody Rowland gets the second shot, no good. Rowland gets it right back to Kaylee Carter, all alone for 3. No good. So the junior, Nia Yancey, can't get her first points here in the game, and Rowland can't capitalize on the second chance points. Rebound by the Ladycats. Pittsburgh just struggling here. They trail here 30-6. Kaylee Carter finds Yancey down low, but she has to kick it out. But before she can, or at least when she got the pass away, she was called for the travel. Looks like we've got a timeout called on the court. That are some substitutions. Nope, just substitutions. My apologies. The starters come back in for the Ladycats. Sulphur Springs leads big, 30-6. A 24-point lead. A mountain of a deficit for Pittsburgh. In what is very similar to Tuesday's win over Pleasant Grove, the Ladycats are... Oh, Johnson trying to do a little too much. As she was going out, so was the ball. She tried to fly out and throw back into wall, but she is called for out of bounds. Pittsburgh on the Ladycats side of the court. Ooh. Layup no good by Gina Mackey, but she will go to the line. So it looks like the foul's called against Jefferson. Both teams now with 4 fouls. Luckily, there's less than 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. So they've got some room to work with. Ladycats, that is. Pittsburgh, not so much. And the free throw is good by Mackey. She picks up her first points. And it'll be going back the other way. Pittsburgh inbounding it. And it doesn't go. Willis gets the board. Jefferson kicks it out to Wall. Wall to Willis. And Willis back out to Johnson. Kyra Carter in the corner. She's got a floater, and her floater is good. As a result, she's got her first 2 points here in this game after a beautiful one-legged floater. Now a 25-point lead, 32-7. And ooh, there's a travel call, and it'll go against Alicia Lamel. She made a hard stop. And Coach Chatham has to call a timeout. His team has a mountain of a deficit here. 32-7 they trail with just over 3 minutes to go in this first half. We'll be back. Two. Welcome back here to the main gym. Your Ladycats leading in a big way in a game that's very similar to Tuesday's blowout win over Pleasant Grove. Sulphur Springs leads by 25, 32-7 with just over 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Ladycats trying to push the ball up, but now Pittsburg gets a turnover and puts up a three. Randy and a Jeffrey shot no good. However, Gina Mackey there for the board. Driving inside is Lamel, and her shot is good. Willis to Carter. Jefferson takes a little too long to get control of the ball, so she has to kick it away. Carter, her three is no good. Pittsburg gets the rebound. Ooh, good shot there by Lamel, but she can't get her shot to go in transition. Another missed shot there by Pittsburg. I'm sure Coach Chatham's seen far too many of those here tonight. Here's a three from Willis. No good. Takes a couple of bounces off the back of the rim. Johnson gets a pass intended for a Lady Pirate, and she puts it up and she puts it in. Johnson has 6 points now here in this one. Here's a three attempt by the Lady Pirates, and that's good. Alicia Lamel hits her first shot from downtown, and now she has 9 points here in this game. Turnover called. Some substitutions coming in for both teams. Pittsburg with it. They trail by 22, 34-12. To Lamel for three. No good. She fights for the rebound, but Rowland gets there faster. She's got one man to beat in the paint. Tough shot. Can't get it to go, but Kaylee Carter can get hers to go. She now has 5. Long two is good by the Lady Pirates. Kylie Posey with her first points here in this one. It comes with less than 30 to go here in the first half. Ladycats leading big, 36-14, and Rowland is called for a travel. Ref said she took one step too many while dribbling. or in this case, while not dribbling. As a result, calls for the travel. Just 16 seconds left to go here in this first half. Pittsburg trailing in a big way, 36-14. Ladykats look to be well on their way to clinching a playoff spot as at least the 4 seed. Here's another 3 attempt. It is no good. Airballed by Lamel, and that will do it for the first half as your Ladykats lead big, 36-14, heading into the locker room. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, but when we return, we'll have a scoring summary and plenty more talk about other teams in action coming up. You got it. Give me 2 breaks, 2 spots. Welcome back here to the SSHS main gym. It's been a fun one, and it's been a blowout central here in the main gym this week as the Ladykats destroyed Pleasant Grove on Tuesday. I mean, that wasn't even close, 70-41, and they look to be well on their way there today as they already have 36 points. So, Ladykats basketball hoping to keep the good times rolling. That win on Tuesday did come over the 6th place Lady Hawks, but either way, leading big here over the 5th place team will continue to build confidence as they have to play the number 3 team on Tuesday, the number 2 team next Friday, a week from today, and wrap up the season at home versus the number 1 team in North Lamar, bringing Coach Tisdale back. That should be a rowdy one, I'd imagine. But Ladykats leading in a big way, 36-14. Scoring update for all of you fans listening at home. We have 7 points for Kinsey Willis, 7 for Roland, 5 for Kaylee Carter, 2 for Kyra Carter, 5 for Wall. Jefferson has 2, and Rainey Johnson with 6. So an even scoring night. The only Ladykats to not score who have suited up are Alia Cheatham and Nia Yancey. And Yancey had a pretty good chance down low. But yes, if the Ladykats win here tonight, which they look to be well on their way to doing so, unless they have some sort of epic collapse, they will essentially clinch a playoff spot, because this assumes that these Pittsburg Lady Pirates are able to, not win a game. And I can tell you what the rest of their schedule is the rest of the way. So obviously playing Sulphur Springs here tonight, but Pitt has to play 2nd place LE. That's on Tuesday. Then next Friday has to play North Lamar. So that's going to be a loss, you have to imagine. And so that's 2 losses right there. The Ladykats might pick up 2 losses to North Lamar and Paris or LE, but if they can win out and get an LE loss to North Lamar, they will be the number 2 seed. But again, that means they have to win out, beating all the top 3 teams. But if they win both at LE and at Paris, but Paris loses to LE, they have to play in for the 3 seed. The loser would be the 4th seed. But again, 4th is most likely because it assumes that the Ladykats would probably split. Hopefully, they can do more than split at Paris and at LE, but I'm not sure that will be possible. They'll probably at least go 1-1, or go 1-1. But and then you got to imagine a loss for Sulphur Springs versus North Lamar. I hate to say it on senior night, but they're going to need a huge, huge game to unseat undefeated North Lamar. So yeah, still a lot of games left, but if Sulphur Springs ends up as the 4 seed right now, it's looking like they will play Canton in by-district. So the number 1 seed from 16-4A in the Canton Lady Bulldogs. And I believe, as far as I know, that will be the week after senior night. But we're going to take one more break, and then when we return, I'll be talking about all the other sports coming and playing here in Sulphur Springs. Give me 3. Actually, yes, keep it at 2. Welcome back here to the main gym. We are here at the break. Your Ladycats are leading in a huge way, 36-14. So I've been mentioning Ladycats basketball, who, if they win tonight, they essentially have a locked a playoff spot. But still a whole lot of games to go. They have to play at number 3 and at number 2, Paris and LE respectively, and then hosting North Lamar for senior night. So 3, 2, 1. As the schedule rolls out, that's a tough break for the Ladycats, but win here tonight, and they are essentially in. But Pleasant Grove wrapped up the first half of district play, but I want to take a second to talk about soccer teams as we've got less than a minute and a half to go. As Ladycats soccer and Wildcats soccer have a huge duel today, playing Salina. In fact, the Ladycats have already kicked off. Can't wait to hear how that one went, but the Wildcats kick off here in just a few minutes, in 5 minutes to be precise. And both Salina teams are top 5 in the state, not only in 4A Region 2, but in all of 4A. So both teams have their hands full. And believe it or not, it's just the second to last district contest for Wildcats. Or sorry, this is the last non-district contest for Wildcats soccer. They host LE on Tuesday, hosting Salina tonight, in case you need something to do here this evening. But Ladycats soccer, they play Monday at Frisco Panther Creek. They take the rest of the week off, and then the following Tuesday they start their district season. So it only gets busier from here, folks, even as basketball has, at least for the Ladycats, starting to wind down, and for the men's team, already halfway through. Something I've been talking about is here in 4A, these districts and district seasons, they just blow by. So time ticking down here on halftime. We are about set to begin half number 2 as Ladycats leading huge, 36-14. Two teams I didn't mention, or sorry, 3 rather. Powerlifting. Both powerlifting teams had their second competition yesterday, and they did very, very well. Of 8 tough competitors, the Wildcats finished second overall, but every single lifter, both men and women, set personal records for total weights lifted. Numerous winners in each weight class. Wall playing some tough D, and fighting for the ball from Lamel, but Pittsburg has it. An open 3 from Jeffrey is good. So Coming out of the gate here in the second half, the Lady Pirates draw first blood. Wall driving in, puts up a layup. Tough shot, no good. Pittsburg going the other way. Here's a floater or jumper, no good. Jeffrey tries to get to her teammate Lamel. And they'll say Wall was the last to touch it, fighting on D for it. So it is a 19-point lead for the Ladycats now. 36-17. Kyra Carter steals the ball away, though. But something I haven't mentioned is if Sulphur Springs were to come back and lose here tonight as Wills turns it over, then Ladycats could find themselves in a very precarious situation. They might potentially need some help in that case to remain in the playoff conversation. Kyra Carter is no. They'll say no foul. She turned it over. Not sure I agree with that call, but that's why I'm up here and not down there. Kylie Posey inbounding. Here's a three off the front of the rim, no good. Wall gets the cross-court pass from Willis, and she starts pushing it down, but has to try and get it away. And they'll call Willis or Wall for the travel. Remains a 19-point lead here, about a minute and a half into this third quarter. Ladycats leading by 19, 36-17. Moving the ball down is Jeffrey. And Lamel's three is no good. Johnson takes the dribble, gets it to Wall. And it will be called a personal foul against the Lady Pirates. Second for Lamel. First team foul here in this third quarter. Wall. Nice pass to Jefferson, who has an easy shot off the glass and banks it in. Lady Pirates moving it down, and Kyra Carter steals it away, but big foul called. So it looks like that will be called against. That's another quick foul for number 22. Alicia Lamel. I believe that's her third, if I'm not mistaken. So, and two quickly. So, they might be coming out here soon. Willis gets the ball right back on a handoff to and from Johnson. Here's a three from Wall, and it's a rainbow three. Addison Wall with nothing but net on a deep shot from behind the arch. And Ladycats having fun on that far sideline. Johnson gets the ball to Willis. Kick back out to Wall. Rowland for three. No good. Lamel gets the board. Moving quickly in transition. Just one Ladycat to beat. And Wall picks up another personal. It's two team fouls here in the second half for the Ladycats. Here's a three, no good. Just slides off the rim like it was on a ski slope. And Coach Brian Jones quickly calls a timeout to avoid a turnover. We're going to take a timeout with him and be back here in just a second. Yeah. Welcome back here. Welcome back here to the main gym. Ladycats leading by 24, 41-17. .5:14 left to go here in this third quarter. Sulphur Springs. They win here tonight. There's still 3 games remaining, but they would then hold a 3-game lead over Pittsburg. Johnson does end up turning it over, but Willis shows her quickness and getting to a ball before a Lady Pirate. She has to get it cross court to Cody Rowland right at midcourt with that Wildcat logo. And now Kaylee Carter on the floor, just falling down the ball. They'll call jump ball. So these teams really fighting here in this third quarter. Not to say Pittsburgh hasn't given it their effort, but these teams are really fighting for it. Every ball, every possession, every player. These teams going at it. Willis fakes the deep 3. It's Kaylee Carter who starts driving inside. She's got a jumper. Oh, and it rims around. No good. Johnson tries to fight for it, but... And I certainly thought she was the last to touch it, but they'll say no. It was, in fact, the Lady Pirates of Pittsburgh. So Sulphur Springs inbounding it on the short side of the court. Willis to Rowland, driving inside. Ooh, nice spin. Her fadeaway, no good. Johnson is there for the rebound, and she puts it up and in. Rainey Johnson with 8 points now here in this district contest. Wall tips it away. Pittsburgh does keep it, though. 3 no good by the Lady Pirates. Johnson does a nice job of staying in bounds, getting it to Willis, and then Willis kicks it to Rowland to Johnson. And they'll call that one against Cameron Mackey. Nia Yancey will inbound it for Sulphur Springs. Almost halfway through this third quarter, Ladycats leading big. It's a 26-point lead currently, 43-17 as Willis chucks up a 3, no good. Takes a couple of bounces off the rim before falling in the hands of a Lady Pirate. Pittsburgh driving, no good. But number 5, Bethany Thompson, tipped it out of bounds. It'll be off her hands and a turnover on the Pirates. Willis, the inbounder for Sulphur Springs. Johnson takes a hard stop to Rowland. Ooh, nice Euro step, but she can't get her shot to connect. She does get her own rebound. Johnson to Willis for 3. No good. That was a deep shot. Willis will get another chance. No, she fakes it. She drives inside for the layup. Also no good. Johnson gets another rebound, but she tries to thread the needle to Willis. It goes right to Randiana Jeffrey. The 5'7" sophomore gets a steal. And Pittsburgh now going the other way. Ooh, that was a tough shot. Off the glass, no good. Second chance shot by Pittsburgh, no good. They do get a third rebound. Almost went to the Ladycats, but Pittsburgh will keep it. So, both teams huddling up. Looks like we've got a timeout call on the court, so we're going to take a timeout with them and be back in just a moment. Two. Just in time, James Terry back to the SSHS main gym as Pittsburg have already broken the huddle. Ladycats a little bit slower coming out of their huddle, but they break, and now we have 3 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Ladycats leading 43-17. So Pittsburgh hosts Liberty ILO on Tuesday, and those Lady Leopards currently in second, or at least tied for second with Paris at 4-2. Sulphur Springs in third, but technically fourth, 3-3. They look to be, I'll just go ahead and say it, they are on their way to a second straight win. Granted, both of those came against the bottom two teams in the district, but it's what you need after falling to the top three teams in back-to-back-to-back game days. Now calling a legal screen. Randy and a Jeffrey. Set to inbound is Willis. She gives it to Rowland. He rolls right. And they'll call travel. It's less than 2.5 to go now in this third quarter. Stays 43-17 after a Ladycat travel. Ooh, good pass, but Posey can't get the shot to connect. Bethany's shot no good either. And Trinity Jefferson fighting for it, but she swats it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Pirates on the short side of the court. But Johnson will sub in for Nia Yancey, who comes out. Jeffrey finds Bethany. Her shot from 12 feet out is no good. And Jeffrey will put up her own shot from deep. No good. Rowland gets it straight to her. She starts driving. Has to kick it to Carter. Willis all alone. Here's a three. No good. Pittsburgh almost comes up with it, but after it changes hands a couple times, the Ladycats do keep it. Rowland just dribbling around her defenders. Carter puts up a three off the front of the rim, no good. Jefferson hands it off to Rowland. Fade away, no good. Johnson steals away another rebound. Jefferson puts that one in. What a job there by Trinity Jefferson now with 6 points here, and 4 of them all in this third quarter. Trying to push it down is Kylie Posey. She gets it right back from Jeffrey, and she drives into the paint. Johnson, providing good D, just planting her legs like an oak tree. She won't be called for a defensive charge. Oh, and two Ladycats collided. Trinity Jefferson and Cody Rowland. So both of them try and come up with the ball, and as a result, neither do. 54.5 to go here in this third quarter. Ladycats leading 45-17. Cody Rowland and Kaylee Carter come out. And of course, in come Kyra Carter and Addison Wall. Jeffrey surveying the field. Now Posey's got it. She starts driving down low and takes a couple of bounces, but that one falls. She's got 4 now here in this one. Willis to Kyra Carter. Driving. Kick back out to Wall. Here's her three, and that has nothing but net on it. 2 threes for Addison Wall here in this third quarter, and the Ladycats leading 48-19, an almost 30-point lead. Currently 29. But here is Pittsburg. Here's a 3, but way off its mark is the shot from Lamel as they trail by 29. 48-19 heading into the fourth quarter, your Ladycats lead. And when we return, we'll have a pretty good conclusion, I think, coming up. Cool. Actually, why don't you give me 3? I'm going to be bold. It won't work out, but we're going to be bold. Now that was some perfect timing, James Terry. I mean, send it over just in time. Just as both teams were breaking the huddle and coming on to the Lady Pirates side of the court. Pittsburg, they'll get it first here in this fourth quarter. They trail by 29 points, 48-19. But, of course, they're not giving up here as they are the fifth place team and definitely looking to not lose 2 straight here, but they are on their way to doing so. Johnson driving. Her shot's no good. Jefferson tries to get the rebound, but Pittsburg is there. So Sulphur Springs on their way to completing the season sweep of Pittsburg, even though we are just about 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. They would need a collapse of epic proportions come back in this one. Kylie Posey's shot can't fall. Wall is fouled. That's on Lamel. If I'm not mistaken, that's her 4th. But the Ladycats on their way to winning 2 straight here, which would make them 4-3 in district play. Pittsburg will fall to 1-6, and Sulphur Springs can stay in the race for a 3 or potentially even a 2 seed. 1 is out of the question. They would need a lot of help. They are 3-3 right now, and North Lamar in first, a perfect 6-0. So kind of the same thing. If Pittsburg wants to win here, they would need an epic collapse from Sulphur Springs, but if Sulphur Springs wants to be first, they would need an epic collapse from North Lamar. So both, let's be honest, out of the question. So no first seed for Sulphur Springs, which is unfortunate, but losing 3 straight to 3-2-1 and back-to-back-to-back nights will definitely do it. And not to mention they still have to do the same thing, but flipped. At 3-2, hosting 1 to close out the regular season. So, winning here tonight, that puts them 3 games up over 5th place Pittsburg, which all but assures them of a playoff spot. Why? Because let's talk about Pittsburgh's schedule the rest of the way. So, here, they play in Sulphur Springs. Next Tuesday, they have to play number 2 LE, so gotta imagine that's going to be another loss for them. Let's see, the last time they played, it was an 11-point win for LE, so closer than a lot of games. 56-45, the Lady Leopards won. But they could be looking to win bigger than this next time. Good from the line is Alicia Lamel. But, and then next Friday, so a week from today, in the first contest in February, Lamel goes 2 for 2 from the line. But Pitt has to host North Lamar, so again, that's going to be another loss, and that would put them at 1-7, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, that 2 losses would put them at 1-8. Yep. So 1-6 after tonight, 1-7 losing to LE. That'll put them at 1-8. Kyra Carter in transition, and that shot is good. 4 points now for her here in this one. Johnson steals it away. Oh, but she can't hold on to it. Jeffrey gets it right back.
Yeah,
Randy Jeffrey with 7 points now here in this game. Ooh, and Kyra Carter tries to thread it into Addison Wall, but just a step or two ahead of the senior and flies right past her for a turnover. 30 points is the lead right now, 53-23. But yeah, so even if Sulphur Springs falls to Paris in their next contest, that's at Paris next Tuesday, that would be with 2 games left after that point. And at that point, Pittsburg would be still 3 games behind Sulphur Springs. So again, when I say that a win tonight virtually assures the Ladycats of a win, it kind of all but clinches them a berth. To be a 3 seed, though, they not only have to pretty much win out, well, they have to win both at LE next Tuesday and Paris. I might have that backwards. Yes, both at Paris on Tuesday and at LE next Friday. And they would need Paris to lose to LE in their season finale, which would then give a play-in for Sulphur Springs and Paris for the 3 seed. Loser obviously takes 4th, but again, most likely is the Ladycats win here, obviously, leading by 30 with 5 to go, and then splitting, hopefully, if not going 2-0, Paris and at LE, but then falling to North Lamar. In fact, we've got some time, so let's go ahead and break it down. So, for the number 3 seed, Paris has to lose to Sulphur Springs on Tuesday, okay? And Pitt has to lose to LE, fair enough. But then Sulphur Springs would need some help in that they would probably fall to LE. I can't imagine they go 2-0 at Paris and at LE, as Willis gets another shot. But it looks like we got timeout called on the court, so we're going to take a timeout with them and be back here for just a moment. I'll keep explaining those playoff scenarios. One. Welcome back here to the main gym. Ladycats leading by 32 points. That's right, folks. 32 points over Pittsburg. 55-23 with just over 4.5 to go. So almost halfway through this final quarter here. And in the second to last home game for Sulphur Springs, believe it or not. As I've been talking about before we went to commercial break, they play at Paris on Tuesday, at Liberty Ilo a week from today, next Friday, and then they host North Lamar for senior night. So it's been really fun covering these Ladycats all season long, and I hope we get a good contest in that senior night game versus North Lamar. That's the first Tuesday in February, so a week from Tuesday. Ooh, great find. Cody Rowland, but just out of her reach on the pass from Kaylee Carter. And there's a 3 from the Lady Pirates, Aubrey Chalmers. Rowland almost loses it. She does retain possession. She gets it to Kaylee Carter. Cross-court pass, and Kaylee Carter turns it over. Rowland almost beats her man, Chalmers. Gets it back. Here's a three from Bethany. No good. Lady Pirates get their own rebound. Randy Jeffries three, no good. Cheatham now fighting for the jump ball. And possession arrow going the Lady Cats' way. Johnson will inbound it. And, far past Cody Rowland, and she runs into a Lady Pirate. And they'll say that was against Pittsburg. At the line is Rowland. Cody Rowland at the line as the Lady Cats now in the bonus. Rowland trying to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Her second free throw, no good off the front of the rim. Here's a three. No good. Banks off the glass. Cheatham rips away the ball. Pittsburgh does retain possession. Here's another three. No good, but there is a foul called. Looks like it'll be against Rowland. And yes, she will be called for the shove. 16 fouls now for Sulphur Springs. Still leading big by 29. 30 now. Nope, back to 29. 56 to 27, thanks to the made free throw from the Lady Pirate. Free throw is good. Here's second free throw. And that one's good. So Bree Clark with her first points here in this game, and they came in the fourth quarter. Rowland dribbles around her defender. She's driving. Kicks it out to Yancey. To Johnson. And Kaylee Carter feeds it right back to Johnson, who chucks it up. She can't get her shot to go. She gets her own rebound. Rowland puts up a three. Oh, it takes a couple of bounces. No good. Johnson, though, will get another second effort play. I guess you would call that a fourth effort, but that one falls. Here's another three. Aubrey Chalmers no good. She gets her on board. And Cheatham, after fighting for it, will get a good call in that they'll say was last touched by Chalmers rolling out. Johnson trying to get it to her man, Rowland. And Rowland loses control, but same goes for Gina Mackey. Here in the closing minutes of this game, I think we've seen the last from the starters for Coach Brian Jones' team, as it's still a 29-point lead, 58 to 29. Ooh, and it's given away to Alia Cheatham. Cheatham racing to the bucket, and she will be called for either a travel or no, they'll call personal foul. Called against number 4, Gina Mackey. So the Lady Cats at Paris on Tuesday, the number 3 team in 15-4A. And even if Paris loses to North Lamar, which I believe they will, Cheatham at the line, drills her first free throw. But even if the Ladycats lose Tuesday at Paris, no, sorry, that's not right. Even if North Lamar beats Paris, technically Paris still holds the tiebreaker over the Ladycats currently, as they beat Sulphur Springs here in Sulphur Springs earlier in January. That was on Friday the 13th, a 52-39 win in which I remember that game. The Ladycats it wasn't their night. Shots just would not fall for them. It wasn't like the following game versus Liberty Ilo, in which it was just a thriller shootout to the very end. But Rowland, nice look to Johnson. And now to Kaylee Carter. Rowland. Johnson, good pass to Cheatham, down low. Her shot's no good. She tries to get her own rebound, but it will be tipped out by a Lady Pirate. Yancey will inbound it for the Ladycats. Just 96 seconds left to go here in the second to last home game of the regular season. And Yancey on the inbound pass. Looks like she bounced it off the backboard. And all smiles from the Ladycats, even from Yancey on the turnover. Sulphur Springs leading in a huge way, 31 points, 60-29. So we've definitely been treated to 2 straight blowouts for Ladycats basketball here this week, and we're going to miss them on Tuesday when they head to Paris. But we'll be with Wildcats basketball when they host Paris, and that'll be the first game in the second half of the district season, or as coaches affectionately like to call it, first game of round 2. Pittsburg hits a shot. It is a 3. So they go back to trailing by 28, 60-32. And Coach Brian Jones calls a timeout. Less than a minute to go here in this game, and we've got a timeout called on the court. Ladycats leading big. We'll be right back. Two. Welcome back here to the main gym. Lady Pirates already broken the huddle. Sulphur Springs a little bit later, but they break it as well. Ladycats leading in a huge way, 60-32. A 28 mountain of a deficit. Rowland somehow comes up with it, even though 3 Lady Pirates are there, but she turns it over just as quickly thereafter. Johnson racing to try and steal the ball away, but a 3 up, 3 no good. Ladycats lost to touch it. Pittsburg will get it on the short side of the court. Pittsburg, I was about to say Pittsburg gets it, but yes, they will get it. I'll say it was last kicked away by a Ladycat. Johnson didn't agree with the call, but it's a mute point here. Jeffrey driving. She'll go to the line. Her first free throw is good. So those free throws are good, but Coach Chatham will call a timeout for Pittsburgh, so we'll take one last timeout with them as there's just 31 seconds left to go here in this one. Ladycats lead 60-34. Two. Uh, 34. Yeah, I'm missing 2 shots. It's not been my best game. Welcome back here to the main gym. Ladycats basketball leading ferociously, 60-34. It's been a very, very solid game for the Ladycats, and same can't be said, unfortunately, for visiting Pittsburgh, as they've just been outmatched here today. Ladycats have gotten a number of good looks in the first half to build up a huge lead, and even though Pittsburgh fought back and performed admirably here in the second half, I mean, it was pretty much decided at the half. Ladycats were leading at that point 36-14, a 22-point deficit. And it's really only gotten worse from here. So just 12 seconds left to go. Looks like the Ladycats will be content on just grinding out the clock as there's just 8 seconds, and Roland does turn it over. Jeffrey puts up a 3, no good. And that'll likely be the last shot. No, we got one last 3, and that won't fall, so it will stay a 60-34 final. Normally I'll send it back to James Terry, but we'll make this quick. So the Ladycats win big over Pittsburgh here. 60-34 is the final score. And Ladycats now have all but clinched a playoff spot. They are now 4-3 in district play. 5th place Pittsburgh is now 1-6. So they are 3 games behind the Ladycats with 3 games to go. So not to mention that they have to play at LE, at North Lamar. So they're going to pick up some losses, and the Ladycats will as well. I don't question that either, but yes, the Ladycats have all but clinched a playoff spot after beating Pittsburgh. Great win for the Ladycats here tonight, and we're so grateful to be broadcasting and live streaming Ladycats basketball here. And we'll be back on Tuesday as the Wildcats will be hosting Paris. Ladycats in Paris on Tuesday. So thanks so much for everyone for listening and watching us. And we'll be back on Tuesday with Wildcats basketball. Back to you, James. Beautiful. Sounds good. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.